The account of Elisha's curse of the 42 young people and their seemingly unjustified fatal end when attacked by two bears has puzzled Latter-day Saints as well as other students of the Bible. An enlightening solution to this unusual incident, as I argue here, also leads to a clearer view of an important underlying issue, the acceptance or non-acceptance of divinely approved succession among prophetic personalities, in this case Elisha's succession to the prophet Elijah. Most scholars who have analyzed the problematic passage in which Elisha is called baldy or bald-headed by a group of youths agree that this word should be translated literally kings. But the issue does not end here. This misunderstood story is not a moralistic tale about bald prophets and child-eating bears, designed to teach youths to honor their elders and preachers. This story takes place at Bethel. At this time, Bethel had become one of the two main worship centers for the northern kingdom. And not just worship, but rebellious, covenant-breaking, idolatrous worship. Jeroboam founded Dan, in the north, and Bethel, in the south, as his kingdom's two alternatives to Jerusalem, 1 Kings. He set up golden calves at these sites, ordained non-Aaronic priests, changed the time of the festivals, and Baal worship soon reigned supreme. Bethel became basically one big uplifted middle finger to everything Moses had commanded. When God's prophet approached this idolatrous city, the young men mocked him, saying, "Go up, you bald head." Not only were they ridiculing his lack of hair, which, in the Old Testament, was often associated with a skin disease, they were telling him to go away, fly away, be gone from this life, like his predecessor Elijah had done. Keep in mind that, right before this, Elijah had gone up to heaven in a fiery chariot, 2 Kings. This small story is part of the bigger story of the ongoing war between God and his worship, and false gods and their worship. Elisha represented the one, these mocking young men the other. In other words, this is a small battle in the ongoing war between light and darkness, orthodoxy and idolatry, God and gods. It has as much to do with Elisha's bald head as the Exodus has to do with gathering straw for Pharaoh. Both are minor details in the major drama. After the death of Moses, Joshua took over leadership of Israel, left the wilderness, miraculously crossed the Jordan on dry ground, and led Israel in a campaign to destroy the idolaters of Canaan. Likewise, after the departure of Elijah, Elisha takes over the prophetic office, leaves the wilderness, repeats the miracle of crossing the Jordan on dry ground, 2 Kings, and enters the land to go to war with idolaters at the city of Bethel. Also, just as God used hornets, Exodus 23 verse 28, Josh, to attack the original idolaters in Canaan, so he used two female bears to attack these new idolaters in his land. Elisha pronounced a curse upon them, and that curse took the form of tooth and claw. They mocked and ridiculed Elisha because he opposed everything they and their God stood for. This memorable story, far from being a moralistic tale about honoring elders or preachers, is a brief glimpse into the age-old war that began in a garden and ended at an empty tomb. Bears may play a significant role here, but the real animal in this overarching story is a serpent. His slithering and slandering tongue were inside the mouths of these mockers. The God whom they served, Baal, was just a mask for Satan. And their fate was a preview of the serpent's eventual fate. Except it wouldn't be a bear that mauled this serpent, but a lamb, the Lamb of God, who would take him down. That lamb's victory is for Elisha, and for all of us, who live in his resurrection kingdom that will have no end. The account of Elisha's curse of the 42 young people and their seemingly unjustified fatal end when attacked by two bears has puzzled Latter-day Saints as well as other students of the Bible. This incident sheds light on a deeper issue, the acceptance or rejection of divinely approved succession among prophetic figures, exemplified by Elisha's succession to Elijah. Many scholars agree that the passage in which Elisha is called baldy or bald-headed, qerea, by a group of youths should be interpreted literally, 2 Kings. However, the significance of this insult extends beyond its literal meaning. Contrary to popular belief, this story is not merely a moralistic tale about respecting elders and religious leaders. It unfolds in Bethel, a center of idolatrous worship in the northern kingdom, where rebellious practices had taken root. The mockery directed at Elisha reflects a deeper ideological conflict between the worship of God and the worship of false gods. Elisha's confrontation with the youth symbolizes the ongoing spiritual battle between light and darkness, orthodoxy and idolatry. Just as Joshua succeeded Moses in leading Israel into battle against idolaters, Elisha carries on the prophetic mantle, confronting the idolatry rampant in Bethel. The use of bears to attack the mocking youths mirrors divine interventions in the past, such as the use of hornets against idolaters in Canaan. Elisha's curse upon them serves as a manifestation of divine judgment against those who oppose God's will. This story offers a glimpse into the timeless struggle between good and evil, with Elisha representing the forces of righteousness and the youths symbolizing the agents of darkness. Far from being a simple anecdote about a bald prophet and bears, it underscores the eternal conflict between God and Satan, culminating in the victory of the Lamb of God over the serpent. If you like my videos, please support my channel. Thank you for watching.